Good morning, guys. I hope you are all having a wonderful, incredible morning. I'm coming on with some morning mindset homework. One of the things that God's been dealing with me lately is about the importance of understanding our own power. And when you begin to understand that whatever you believe is true for you, so whatever thoughts you are holding in your mind, whatever you are repeating to yourself continuously, mentally, understanding that battles you're fighting are spiritual, but guess where the spiritual battle is taking place? It's over your mind. And so being able to get in a position of, first of all, recognizing that you're going to have to do mental work, spiritual work. You are going to have to work on taking authority spiritually over your mind. So this morning's morning mindset is I am powerful. Now listen, this is not arrogant. This is not vanity. You are powerful. One of the things that I hate the most about so much religion is that it strips away your power. Now, here, I want you to understand, I'm going to say this as just as basic and simple as I can. God is inside of you. You are of God. You are a child of God. By innate nature of who you are, your divine identity, God is inside of you. This makes you powerful. Separate from the spirit, yes, we gonna struggle. Yes, we have all kinds of inconsistencies, insecurities that ego and mind is constantly struggling with. But you are innately powerful. You were born into power. You're meant to walk in power. You are meant to power up every morning. Every day, you've got a choice to make. I'm going to choose my power, or I'm going to choose all this junk that my brain is constantly trying to throw at me. I'm going to choose power. Remember the Joyce Meyer book, Battlefield of the Mind. Whatever you believe is true for you. Whatever you believe is true for you. So in other words, if you want some things to change in your life, you're going to have to change how you believe. You're going to have to change how you talk to yourself, what thoughts you allow yourself to hold in your head, your self-talk, your mouth, being careful over the words you speak over your mouth, over your life. This mouth, all these defeating, insecure, crazy things that you allow to come out of your mouth over your life and over the life of others. Guess what? We are powerful. So if you say it, that's your truth. Oh, I ain't never going to lose this weight. I'm never going to be out of debt. I feel like I'm just always struggling. I'm always stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, if you say you're always stuck between a rock and a hard place, you're going to always be stuck between a rock and a hard place. If you keep talking about how you're broke, if you keep talking about how you're fat, guess what? You're going to stay broke. You're going to stay fat. If you keep talking about how you're lonely, you keep talking about how you're always single, keep talking about how everybody in your family is single, marriages don't work in our family, nobody's married, nobody stays married. Honey, you got to listen. These words need to become, I am married. I am happily married. I don't care if nobody else in my family has ever been married before. I'm about to be the most happily married person in my entire bloodline. Back to my ancestors. We about to change this pattern. We're going to break this pattern. We're going to break this generational pattern off of our lives. I am powerful. I can do all things. There's nothing that I can't do. There's nothing too big for the God inside of me. You got to start to make it personal. God is inside of me. There's nothing that God can't do through me. I can break everything off of my life that if it doesn't line up with abundance and divine power and divine mind, and if it doesn't line up with perfect happiness for my life, I'm breaking it off of me. I'm shaking it off of me. I'm going to brush my shoulders off, get up from whatever situations I've been accepting as normal. Listen to me for a second. There's things you've been telling yourself and accepting as normal in your life. Normal. And it is not normal. It is not God's best for you. You were born into power. When you lay down and take your last breath, you will lay down into power. We come from God. We return to God. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. The power inside of you is eternal. Can't nobody rock it, shake it, break it. Can't nobody do nothing about who you are divinely. Your divine identity, your heavenly identity. Nothing can change it. The only thing that can affect you and have any power over you is what you say to yourself. If you're going to identify as weak, if you're going to identify as broke, if you're going to identify as helpless, if you're going to identify as a victim, if you're going to keep... Some of you now have years and years of programming that is so broken and limited that now it's just so normal. You don't even understand that it needs to be checked. You don't even understand that it needs to change. You've accepted less than from the time you were a little kid to now you're an adult and you can't quite seem to understand, why do I have these struggles? Why does it seem like other things come easier to people and I'm struggling with this thing? Well, baby, if you carrying generational toxic crap over your life and it's up to you to change it for you, yes, it's hard. We weren't born with a silver spoon in our mouth. We weren't born into abundance. We weren't born into a powerful mindset. We weren't born into understanding who we really are. We were born giving our power away. We were born going into service of others, sacrificial service. You've been taught that you lay yourself down and sacrifice to everybody else, that God's going to bless you. And then as you've gone on through life and you're giving and doing and giving and doing and giving and doing, and you don't ever seem to quite get the return, and you're sitting back and you're tired and you're exhausted and you're like, well, God, where's my blessings? God, where's my abundance? God, I've been helping and I've been sowing and I've been serving, but nobody's ever taught you how to tap into your own power. Nobody's ever taught you how to make your well-being a priority. Nobody has taught you how to think, how to talk, how to believe. And so you're sitting here struggling and you're such a good person. And then sometimes you feel like you're not such a good person anymore because the toil, the tribulations, everything you've gone through because you have such a good heart makes you feel like somehow something's wrong with you. How did I get to this place? Why am I so abused? Why am I everyone's so ungrateful? They don't appreciate me. And you're sitting back and you're questioning, what's wrong with me? How did I get to this place? What am I doing wrong? Not believing in yourself. Giving all focused on everybody else and everything else, and thinking that deeds can get you to your heaven, thinking that deeds can earn you love, thinking that deeds can earn you peace, thinking that deeds, by divine right of who you are in God, it is about you focusing on you. You are powerful. Today's morning mindset homework, I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. There is nothing you're facing right now that you can't handle. There is nothing you're facing right now that the God inside of you cannot perform a miracle in your life. There is no situation. God, help us to see the miracle in this situation right now. For those who are facing insurmountable situations, you don't even know how God's going to work it out. You have no idea. In your eye, in your mind, you can't even figure it out. You looking at the situation and honey, it's like a mountain. And you're saying, oh my God, I don't even know what to do. There is no way. God, if you don't make a way, but I believe in you and I believe in the God inside me, I now ask for a miracle. God, through your Holy Spirit, perform a miracle inside of me. And the first miracle is changing how you see it. God, help me to see this differently. God, help me to see this through the lens of power and love, that no things are impossible for you, that you can make a way out of no way. So I will rest in my peace. I will rest in my faith, and I will be in expectation of you showing up in my life. I don't have to be anxious. I don't have to worry. I don't have to struggle. I will rest in my faith and in the knowing that I know peace beyond all situations, that you're working it out in my life, that a miracle, you've got miracles for me. And the first miracle is the shift in this stinking thinking, that I take on your mindset of love and peace and power, that I believe beyond belief, no matter what the current circumstances look like, that you're making a way for me and mine. You are making a way. You're making a way of escape. You're making a way of provision. You're making a way of results. You're making a way of solutions. You're making a way in my life. You're going to peel back. You're going to remove anything that's not of you. And you're going to give me your portion. You're going to give me your spirit. You're going to give me more love. Right now, it is absolutely so crucial that you begin to make your spiritual practice, your spiritual discipline. Do you understand that if you don't have any spiritual disciplines in your life, what's a spiritual discipline? Prayer, meditation, reading, studying, quietness, cathartically journaling your emotions. If you don't have any spiritual discipline in your life, your mindset, ego, and brain is going to wreak havoc in your life. Do you ever notice when you make up your mind, you're going to start praying, you're going to start meditating, you're going to start journaling, you're going to go to that support group, you're going to get some help, you're going to go to therapy, you're going to face these issues, you're going to change these mindsets, you're going to change these disciplines, you're going to take on some new disciplines and new habits because you want to see growth in this area of your life. And you ever notice how much you're fought? You ever notice when you decide you're going to start meditating and you're going to start getting still and you're going to dedicate the first 15 minutes of the morning to God, and you notice how every time you try to get quiet and every time you get fought so hard from taking that time, because your ego is constantly fighting peace. Because believe it or not, the way the ego is set up, I say ego and enemy hand in hand. What religion has taught us as enemy has so much to do with the ego part of your mind that is constantly fighting. You always want to blame something on the enemy. You want to blame something on other people, haters, and you being attacked. Honey, listen, you got a mindset issue. You don't have to worry about anybody else. You dealing with you. It's you. You ain't got to worry about what other people are saying about you. When your own mess, your own issues, your own, you won't even get still enough to deal with yourself and let God deal with you. But you worrying about what everybody else saying and doing. It is up to you to develop your spiritual discipline. It's up to you to develop your spiritual practice, where you start taking authority of this mind, your heart, your energy, your peace, your spiritual well-being. Meditation. Meditation, meditation, meditation. Meditation is mentioned over 21 times in the Bible. But yet we grew up in Christianity, never learned about how to meditate. Meditate on the word. That's not meditation. Meditation is learning how to still and quiet your mind, to stop thinking, to stop talking, literally we are dealing with an epidemic of overthinking. Your brain likes to try to tell you you can figure everything out and everything is figure outable, and your brain, you got all the answers in your brain. When in reality, it's when we get still and we get quiet and we tap into the power and the Holy Spirit of God, because God is inside of us. So the innate power that you're looking for and the breakthrough you're looking for is inside of you, and it requires us to get quiet. Shut all the thinking down and sink into Holy Spirit. And inside of that is that secret place. Tapping into Holy Spirit is that power. And you are fought so hard from getting still. You know you need some stillness. You know you're dealing with anxiety. First thing you do, you get in the car and you turn on music. First thing you do when you wake up, you grab your phone and get on social media. First thing you do is got to be doing something, got to stay busy. Coping mechanisms to deal with all the issues that you don't want to deal with, because when you get quiet, you can't run from the stuff God's trying to deal with you about. So that instead of running, lean in. Lean in. Make up your mind. I have got to do these things that God's calling me to do, and it starts with getting still. I am powerful. I can do all things. I am powerful. I am powerful. God help me to tap into my power. God help me to tap into my power. I am powerful. I am powerful. This is your mindset work for today. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful beyond anything that I've imagined. I am more powerful than anything that I've held previous to this moment in my life and in my mind. I'm more powerful than I even understand. God, show me my power. Be real in my life. God, show me my power. God, help me to tap into my power. I am powerful. All right, make sure you grab your spot in the Rest, Relax, Relieve. It's our first challenge from Love Ministries. Love Ministries is coming, guys. Our first in-person worship and fellowship event will be coming soon and announced. Make sure you grab your spot in Rest, Relax, Relief. It is a 21-day social media break for January. We're starting like January 2nd. We're not going to start January 1st because y'all be partying. Y'all not ready to start on January 1st. We're going to start on January 2nd. 21-day challenge. Make sure you grab your spot at the link, because you need a break from social media and all these distractions so you can tap into your power. Stop thinking you can be so busy. You got to take time. You got to take a break. You got to log out. You got to shut down. Let's start off the new year getting quiet. Rest, Relax, Relief. 21-day social media detox and challenge, guys. Join Carrie and I, Love Ministries, first challenge from Love Ministries. Our first event's coming soon. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you stay tuned. I love you guys. Mwah. Blessings in abundance. Bye-bye.